All right, everyone. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at our second of 4 of the new heroes that were added in Overwatch for the new Season 1. Obviously, I say 4 because I did a video on Onron already last week. I did a video on Domina. If you did not see that one, I will link to it in the description and in the cards. But today, and in this video, we are taking a look at Emre, a hero we have been waiting for a very long time. R/Emre mains has been waiting for a long time for their boy to make it in the game, and he's finally here. Let's jump in. Let's take a look at what he can do. So here is Emre. Here's our guy. You know what I never do? I never show the hero. Look at him. There he is. There's Emre. There you go. So, let's start by taking a look at what his 2 passive abilities are. You can see he has Altered Vitals. This is his unique hero passive. He should have a damage roll passive. I don't see it on here, but he should have a damage roll passive. Maybe they got rid of that one. I don't know. Anyway, passive health regeneration activates sooner and instantly restores 30 health when activated, so he will heal himself quite easily. And he is of the specialist sub-role, so he has the sub-role specialist perk, which is that eliminating an enemy briefly increases your reload speed. You will see that in action here in just a moment. His weapon, his primary fire, is the synthetic burst rifle. It is a 3-round burst weapon. You can see it does 60 damage per volley, 18 damage at max fall-off range, 25 to 40 meters is the min-max fall-off range. There you go. So that's that. So you can see it here. Kind of similar to BAP, obviously, the 3-round burst style weapon. Much like what BAP has, but feels different. It's a little quicker, a little more violent, perhaps, a little more aggressive. His other primary fire, if you will, I guess there's secondary fire, is Take Aim, which is where you hold the zoom in, tightening accuracy and increasing fall-off range. So here you can see that the fall-off range is 30 to 45 meters versus the 25 to 40. And the damage per volley is 60 for the base, 18 for max fall-off. So a little bit more, and just kind of tightens the damage a bit. And I don't know if this has the attack speed, but there you go. So that is that. Next, we have his shift ability, Siphon Blaster, where you temporarily wield a semi-automatic pistol with life-stealing explosive rounds. You move faster and jump higher while wielded. So, here it is. You can see we can move around. You just kind of got to click it. It's semi-automatic, obviously, so just keep clicking it and you can use it. If you want the damage numbers on that, there they are. I'm not going to go over all of them. His final main ability is his Cyber Frag. You throw a grenade that detonates shortly after bouncing. Pretty straightforward. It's a grenade. There you go. Gives him some explosive capacity. If you're wondering, also, fast reload, regular reload. It is pretty noticeably faster when you reload. His final ability, of course, is his ultimate ability. That is Override Protocol. An override initiates transforming you into a living weapon. There's a lot of information on there you can kind of see if you want to pause and take a look at it more. But as you can see when we open it up, we can fly around a bit. And there are 2 different kinds of shots, light rounds and heavy rounds. Your light rounds look like that. Heavy rounds look like that. You only have it for, how long is it? 8.8 seconds. So that's how long the ability lasts for when you have it up. But we're going to take a look at it again more. Of course, for his perks, he has 2 minors, 2 majors, of course, as everybody does. His minor perks, you have Suppressive Security. His override protocols, light rounds will slow enemies by 30% for 1 second, which is very good. And he has Enhanced Agility, where the Siphon Blaster's movement speed bonus is increased by 20% while not firing. Now, on their own, I would say this first one's better, being able to slow enemies with the light rounds and then kind of keeping them in place and him with the heavy rounds can be very, very good. What I will say about Enhanced Agility is I think it's better if you pair it with one of his major perks we're going to see here in a second. But we're going to take that first one. And then you can see his major perks. You have Heat Sink, where direct hits with the Siphon Blaster refund heat and increase its duration by 0.1 seconds. So if you have those two things paired, you can move faster with it and you can have a little bit longer as long as you're hitting shots, which is pretty noticeable. The other one is Cyber Adhesion, where the Cyber Frag now sticks on contact, dealing 40 extra damage to stuck enemies. This is literally Halo. They actually just made Master Chief in more ways than one. I got the Magnum. And now I have the Plasma Grenade. Look at that. If you like Halo, this is your character right here. And here we go. Not that the slows didn't really matter on these guys, but it's fun. So there you go. That's Emre. Those are his abilities. That's what he's able to do in the game. It is amazing how much that feels like the Plasma Grenade. He is actually... This is the best way to describe Emre, if I'm being totally honest with you. This is Halo. This is Master Chief. This is your battle rifle. You got your 3-shot burst. You got your sticky grenade. I mean, it's great. You got your pistol. It kind of looks like the Magnum too. It's true. It is truly, truly the Halo character. So that's really it for his abilities. Pretty straightforward, I think. He's fun from what I'm seeing so far. So we're going to take a look at some games, jump into those, and then I'm going to come back and give you my thoughts on the hero after doing that. So why don't we do that now? All right, so I have gotten my Emre games in. I've had some time to play as him. Time to share my thoughts on the hero. What I will say, I didn't get a single game as Emre that kind of went well. I lost, I think, every game I played as Emre, but the one that you're seeing now was by far the best game. It did not start well. It got better as the game went on. I do like Emre a lot. I thought he felt to me when he was announced that he would be a hero I either really wouldn't like because he kind of reminds me of Soldier in some ways, and not of Soldier in other ways. But I wasn't sure if I would like the way he plays, but I like him a lot. Like I said in the first part of this video, he feels like a Halo character. Like he plays like Master Chief in kind of several ways. Historically, you couldn't sprint in Halo. Emre doesn't have a sprint ability. The grenade throw feels just like Halo. You have the 2 grenades. The way he throws it, the way it arcs, it feels very Halo. The way he kind of plays, you kind of feel like the battle rifle. So I really like that feel. There's an argument to be made that a hero like Soldier is kind of like the Call of Duty hero, and this is the Halo hero. His pistol even kind of looks like the Magnum from Halo. So I think that's a really kind of interesting just way that the character plays. Doesn't really have anything to do with whether or not he's good or not. It's just a thing that I noticed. I think it's fun. I think if you like Halo, you'll probably like Emre. He's a pretty fun and interesting hero. I think he's one of those damage heroes that it'll be interesting to see kind of where he fits into the game in terms of his place. I will say there was a couple times I was playing him that I kept feeling like I should be healing because his right click or his primary fire is a 3-shot burst, similar to the way BAP plays. And there were times where I was like, oh, I would right click thinking that I was going to be healing, and then I was ADSing. I also just forgot for a while that I could ADS. This was not a good game. Look, it was late at night when I was playing these games, right? This was 1 in the morning. Anyway, This is a very long way for me to say that I do like Emre. And I think of the two damage heroes, obviously I already did my Onron video, so you have my thoughts on Onron. Now her thoughts were in a bubble because we didn't have any of these other heroes at that point in time. We do now. I think of the two, I do think I like Emre more. However, I think over time, Onron will probably grow on me in a way that Emre has not yet grown on me. Just because, like, I think Onron takes a lot of skill in terms of knowing how to use her abilities, how to combo what she's able to do together. Emre is a hero that, like, I need to get used to how his weapon feels. I need to get a little more used to, like, I'm not a great aimer. I'm much better on certain heroes, but, like, the burst heroes I'm really bad at. I don't know why. And that's a whole nother problem. But I do like the way that he feels, and I like the way that he plays. I think his kit's really fun. I like his ultimate. His ultimate is, he is a little vulnerable during his ult, which is kind of a problem. It is kind of difficult to get value out of it, but I think it is the kind of ultimate that you just kind of use to win a team fight, to combo with another ult, you know, something like a Malga trap, or you can use it while you're inside of the Mizuki ult, something like that. I just think it is kind of challenging to find a lot of value out of it, as you can see from this ult, that it did, like, I didn't really get much out of it. But that was also the first time I'd ever used the Emre ult, so, you know, it's a little interesting. I will say I take the sticky grenade perk later in this map, and, like, obviously I think it's his best perk by far. I think the sticky grenade's really, really good. It's really nice to be able to, like, follow up kills, especially these aerial targets that there are. Like, you have a jetpack cat flying around, you have, you know, jetpack cat carrying people around, you have a Echo or a Pharah or a Mercy flying around. It is nice to just be able to just kind of stick those targets when they're trying to escape. Or any high mobility hero for that option. It is a very nice thing to have. So that is kind of where I feel about a lot of the way that Emre kind of functions, a lot of things he's able to do. But I do really, really, really like this hero. I really like a lot of what he's able to do. And I think he's going to be one of those DPS heroes that I do kind of pick up and add to, you know, the kinds of heroes. He definitely feels like a hero that could be good at helping deal with, like, your Pharahs and your Widows, not your Widows, your Pharahs, your Echoes, stuff like that. Though I don't think he's, like, as good at it as, say, like, Cassidy is or Soldier is. I think he is pretty good at it and can, you know, find value being the hero that you use to make sure that you're able to kind of pick people off. His ADSing is good. It has a lot of value. There's a lot of really good things you can do with it. And I think that his kit just feels nice and he feels fun to play. And I think ultimately with DPS, I think it's important that every hero feels fun to play. Like, that's at the core of the game. Like, a hero should feel fun to play. There shouldn't be a hero that when you get in, you're like, oh my god, this hero is miserable to play. Which, like, that was Lifeweaver when he was first put out, when it was like, yeah, you have to, like, toggle between your healing and your damage and stuff like that. Emre's not that. Emre is fun. Emre feels good. And I think that is a very important part of making a good hero. I think it's in particular important on DPS when you're getting now a little bit more overlap with the way they play, and you want to make sure that all of these DPS heroes feel kind of unique and interesting. And I think Emre nails that. I think he feels good. He's really fun to play. He's a really interesting hero. And I'm excited to play some more games with him. So those are my thoughts on him. Let me know your thoughts on the hero in the comments down below. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Whatever your thoughts may be, I want to hear them from you in the comments down below. But that is going to be all from me for this one. If you enjoyed this video and want more like it in the future, consider liking and subscribing. Your support is greatly appreciated. But that's going to be all. Hope you're all staying safe and staying healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.